Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And I'm going to share the letter that wants to come through. So these are all channeled letters that I do between people's twins, their higher selves, and they're all messages that want to come through to help us stay on track. So if you're on this love path, then recognizing that the journey of the soul is challenging, and especially if you're a twin flame, because you're here to transmute energies and transmute the dark energies into the light. And so you're here literally for a spiritual purpose. And so that is why to your twin, you are so alluring. So this is the card that came through as I was doing this, just asking for what card they want me to share for this message. And it is the allure. So it's the allure of you because you're different, and that's the biggest thing, is that they may not know why, but they can't get you out of their head because you're so alluring, because the innermost parts of them, their soul knows that they have met you for a purpose, and they've met you because you were created together and you're here to do a divine journey and live a divine path. And so that is why you are so alluring to them. So the message that wants to come through, and this is just played out again so synchronistically in this letter about what message wants to come through, because it is. Letter 211, it's only in book 3 because all the other books only go up to 202. So it is my beauty, my divine ray of sunshine that lights up every part of me. Before I met you and ever since, I have been living in a shadow, living a grey life, living a half life, not really existing, just getting through each day. That's no way to live. There's no joy in that. No love in my soul. And then there's you. You are the love in my soul, the one that gives me a purpose to live my life in colour, to make me want to change my life. I no longer want to live a half life. I don't want to exist. I want to really live, to really love. So when I read that, I knew exactly why the card that wanted to come through was allure as well. Because there is this sense that when they've met you, that everything just fell into place and it made everything else in their life look out of place. And then it's the journey of getting back to be able to have the confidence to move out of those situations and move towards the allure and towards you. So the other big thing is, when I just read that now, there is a film called Breathe. And the film is about a guy who, it's actually, I forget his name, but he's the first person, it's a true story, and it's the first person who created or invented the wheelchair. And he couldn't breathe, basically. He had a debilitating disease that meant that he wasn't able to breathe, and they just basically said, you'll just be lying down, basically. Because I can't remember what it is, but the film is called Breathe. And the reason why this is so poignant is because he was told that he'll never walk again. But he was so determined, because he actually says, I don't want to just exist. I want to really live. And exactly what it says here, right? I don't want to be bound by what people say that I am able to do. I want to really live and really live my life. And the main, his wife was the person who pulled him through and said to him, you can do this. She believed in him. And she knew that no matter what, that he would come good. And basically he went on to create the first wheelchair and breathing apparatus, and that film is such an inspirational film, and again just shows what the power of determination and the power of courage and never giving up can do. And just when I read that this is literally almost like a line from that film, where he just has this moment. He just says, I don't want to just exist. I want to really live. And so that is everything about why you are so alluring to your twin. And that may not be on a conscious level. It's the subconscious and the unconscious pulling you together, making them never be able to forget you, making them dream about you, making them see synchronicities everywhere around you. And it's like, you know, that thing about just knowing, you know yourself once you're on this journey, once you waken up to it. But before you've actually woken up and you've realised that they're your twin, before that, it's just like, well, I don't understand. Why is this person? Why do I know what they're thinking? Why do I have a sense of how they're feeling? And, you know, all of those things, which is so alluring, because that's why you can't forget about them, because they are something different. And you are something different. And you're here to bring this amazing spiritual connection into the physical. And that is something that is incredibly alluring. So I love that that's a message. And the other message is to expect the unexpected, right? So expecting the unexpected and to go for it. So today's message is so beautiful. It's again, remember that you are so alluring to your twin. It's about expecting the unexpected to happen and to go for it in every area of your life, you know. Take courage. Look at that. It's brilliant, isn't it? Take courage. You know, you have your individual. This is and that is this card here. This is the twin. This is the only one that has no writing. So for me, this is always the one that I have, you know, nominated as the twin flame love card. So your individual, your journey is individual. Your connection is your individual. Your spiritual gifts, your spiritual union gifts are individual and unique to you and your twin. And so every single one of us is needed for our individual gifts, right? And the individual light energy that we basically transmute and send out, our soul song. Everyone has, you know, a soul vibration, a soul song, a soul frequency. All of that is unique, right? You and your twins will be a unique soul song that gets sent out into the universe. But basically, we all come together collectively as a whole, but every single individual piece is needed. So trust in your journey. Trust that the allure of the soul will become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger as we collectively rise, as we collectively transmute the energies. The allure of the twin flame journey will become more and more and more powerful as we progress. So that is the message. I'll read it out one more time because it is beautiful. So my beauty, my divine ray of sunshine that lights up every part of me. Before I met you and ever since, I've been living in a shadow, living a grey life, living a half life, not really existing, but just getting through each day. And that's no way to live. There's no joy in that, no love in my soul. And then there's you. You are the love in my soul, the one that gives me a purpose to live my life in colour, to make me want to change my life. I no longer want to live a half life. I don't want to exist. I want to really live, to really love. Wow. So if you haven't watched the film Breathe, I would highly recommend you watch that because there are so many messages all the way through the film. But the biggest message is just saying that, you know, he never gave up. He had a goal and he had the courage to fight for it every single day. And then, you know, basically changed the medical and changed the world for so many, you know, people that are in that situation and needed to have a wheelchair to have access. So change people's lives forever. And that's what you're here to do as a twin flame in whatever, you know, way that you can. It's about changing people's lives, living in a high vibrational love frequency. And that means transmuting energies, dealing with, you know, rising above the dark side and, you know, being that pillar of light, being the rainbow prism of light that we all are. And that's what's so amazing. That is why you are so alluring to your twin. So I just want to say thank you again to everyone that's coming to me for healings, readings, and also these channeled letters. because, you know, every time it blows me away when I get the, you know, the guidance to read a particular letter, and it's just so synchronistic. It's just, and it really gives you that total confidence and, you know, that real awareness that we're all spirits working together, and there's this huge network of support to bring these connections into the physical. And that everyone that comes to me, you know, if you're drawn to me, then you're drawn to me for a reason, because we're all part of the same soul group coming together to bring these connections into the physical. You know, and we all will resonate with different people, and that's what's amazing, because, you know, that's the allure of this journey. We're learning more and more. We're spreading it. We're letting each other's wings fly, you know, and that's what's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I just want to say thank you again. And I just shared a picture of the crystal grid that I do on my Instagram this morning, which is Divinelovecrystalgrid, at Divinelovecrystalgrid. And because I was staying at my mum's, and she left a vase of roses on the table for me, and it just reminded me of the painting that she did for me when I did my Reiki. And the Reiki painting is above the crystal grid. So for anyone that wants to join the crystal grid that I do, again, the power of that grid and the power of these connections, which is why all of these letters, all of these, everyone that writes to me and says the synchronicities with your channel are just unbelievable. And that's amazing. And it's because, you know, we are connected. We are connected to do this journey together. So if you want to join the crystal grid, the power of doing a collective intent to bring all twin flames into union using the crystals. So I basically, for everyone that joins, I infuse a piece of rose quartz with Reiki, but also with the intent to bring your twin flame into physical union, but also for all twin flames, and that we're grounding unconditional love onto the planet. So when you use the crystal, and meditate with it and have that intent, the power of that intent, there's crystals going all over the world, and it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger, which is why these messages get stronger and stronger and stronger and more powerful. The intent that comes with it is more and more powerful, and it's amazing. It really is amazing. So you also receive a picture of the grid, so you can then place the rose quartz in the middle and then place your own crystals around it and start building your own crystal grid, which will, you know, then power the main crystal grid. So it's all about empowering each other on this journey, feeling connected, you know, not knowing that there is a whole thousands of people all over the world doing this. That's the thing. Don't ever feel like you're alone, because there are thousands of people doing it, having that collective intent. You know, collective intent and collective mission gets results. Now, you know, that's the big thing. Look at if you just Google the power of meditation, the power of collective meditation, you know, the power of collective intent, it really can change the world. So I just want to say thank you for everyone that's joining. If you want to join, then all details are in the link. You receive a piece of rose quartz. I send it to you, and then all of the things that I'm guided to do for everyone on the grid, everyone gets it, but it's all group. It's for everyone on the grid. So you become part of a lifetime member of the grid. So I hope that helps. And just remember, the allure of you is what your twin cannot. There will be, if you've met your twin, whether it's in spirit or in physical, they can't forget you. So don't worry about that. They cannot forget you, because their soul will be pulling them more and more and more into their consciousness. So I hope that helps. If you need any help, then I'm more than happy to help. All my details are in the link. All right. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.